Hey everybody, it's Matt with the Easy Life, and today we're going to make some Hobo Biscuits. Now I got this recipe from a channel called Waypoint Survival. I highly recommend his channel. He does a lot of stuff with like the old hobos of the Great Depression era. You would really love his channel, so I go and encourage you to check those out. But yeah, these are the Hobo Biscuits, and I really hope you like them. This is my first time trying them, so let's give it a shot. Okay, so here's our list of ingredients. We have baking powder, salt, flour, and powdered milk. Now you can use other kinds of flour. I just happen to have all-purpose flour. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add 3 cups of flour to our mixing bowl. There's 1. There's 2. And the third one, I had to shake out the bag because I was using an older bag of flour that was used up pretty much, so I had to shake the bag of flour and get it out in the cup. So it's not quite 3 cups, but it's close enough. Now we're going to add our baking powder. We're going to add 3 good spoonfuls of baking powder to our mix. And there's the third one. Now we're going to add our dry milk, or powdered milk. So we're going to put 1, 2, and roughly half of a spoonful. And we're going to mix that all up to make sure that it is all evenly spread throughout the mixture. Now take your time when doing this. Mix it for a long time. You want to make sure everything is evenly distributed so that when you add your water here in a few minutes, that it will all incorporate well. Now we're also going to add about 2 good spoonfuls of lard, or leftover grease that you saved. Always save your grease. It's a good thing. You're going to put that in there just like that. Now you're going to add water to make your dough. And in retrospect, I added too much water. But you add your water, make sure you kind of flush down the sides a little bit like I did, and then you want to cut that all in, all your ingredients with the lard and everything. Cut it all in till you get a nice dough. Again, I added too much water. I wish I would have added about 3/4 of what I did, but hey, I did what I did. It's in the past. I can't go back and change it, but learn from my mistakes. Now, you want to I'm using a cast iron pan. So you're going to take a little bit of lard or leftover grease, and you're going to put it on heat. Spread that lard or grease all the way around on the sides and on the bottom of your pan. Now, like I said, I'm using cast iron, so you want to preheat your cast iron. If you're using a thinner metal like aluminum or stainless steel, you don't really have to preheat it. It heats up pretty well. Now here, you take the mixture, the batter, and you start scooping into your preheated cast iron pan. And you want to, you make your own judgment call how big you want these biscuits. Again, I used too much water, so they kind of flattened out a lot. If I had used less water, they would have stood up a little bit better. But, it is what it is. Again, it's in the past. I can't go back and change it. It still turned out well, at least in my opinion and my daughter's opinion. So you make as many biscuits, as big or as small as you want. And, since it's already preheated, they're automatically going to start cooking. Now, you get to a certain point, you want to flip them over. This one wasn't ready to flip. But, for video purposes, I was just flipping them all. This one was definitely ready, and so was this one right here. In fact, that side of the pan was rather warm, was hotter than the rest of it. And so you just have to shift things around. Now here is the finished product. And I gotta say, they look pretty good. Maybe a little bit burnt. Okay, so let's have my daughter Regina try out one of these biscuits. What do you think?
Good.
They're good? They're better than the last ones I made? Definitely. All right. She's right. They are good. Now, I asked her about the last biscuits I made were just flour, water, and salt, and baking powder, and they were okay. That was an old Civil War recipe. I didn't film that one because I just didn't feel like it, I guess. But anyway, these turned out a whole lot better. They're pretty good. I used a bit much water. They shouldn't have been that soupy, but then again, you might like them. They turned out flat, as you saw. If you want them a little bit to stand up a little bit more, use a little bit less water. Just make sure you cut it in real well. So on the next episode, we're going to make some sausage and milk gravy. I hope you come back and see me for that. But until next time, God bless and be good.